Here are my birthday twins. Starting off strong. Who? I love her. Who? I am actually quite proud of this one.
Bitch, I've been hot since flip phones. Been in this game for 5 years. Guess that's why my feet hurt. Wonder when they bite me. Do these bitches' teeth hurt? Yes, I am an icon. That's me on your t-shirt. Thought you knew.
Okay, I just got internet into my apartment. I'm gonna get so much accomplished. You know, I can work from home. I can get so much homework done.
$1 million pussy. $1 million pussy.
6-inch pumps, play with his balls, dunk.
This moment is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. No.
Where you going? You're lost. Dollar Tree headset, so free, freer than a public restroom. You're literally dog water, 0 PR, earnings check. Oh, wait, you have none?
Man, it's been cold out there for the past couple of days. Man, it's colder than R. Kelly's sex chamber out that motherfucker. I mean, my nipples are sticking through my shirt like little party hats.
Is it like that?
Man, it's like that.
Pretend someone's yelling at you and let people guess your zodiac.
I'm 3 months away from graduating college. I have basically the rest of the week off for work. It feels weird having a lot of free time. So, Dion, you're about to graduate from college in 3 months. What is going to be your next step in life? Get married, build a family. I want you to become a pilot.
You really been far, even as decided to use Even Go Want to look more like?
From a person that has took edibles, yes, people do sound like video game NPCs when they talk. It's nonsense, it's fucking weird.
Oh, now we gotta go. Hey, hi, hello, what's up?
This bitch.
We in this beach, finna get crunk.
Would spill out of my hands and make them kind of sticky. Dear God, how my hands would get kind of sticky.
In the beginning. In the beginning. Yeah. In the
Listen properly.
I'm doing my job. If just one human can have the illusion of a safer lip.
Even though I do advocate to end animal cruelty and lab testing on animals, but my age-old question is, out of the years of research scientists have been doing for cosmetics or anything of the sort, why are you still testing on animals if you already know what irritates the skin? Or are you just trying to make much more sustainable chemicals? I don't know, man. Sounds like some evil shit's going on.
I remember as a kid going to like a public outing with my family. I'm talking about like those family members. I remember this one time we were at like a grocery store and we heard this Hispanic family speak in Spanish. And for some reason, my uncle got like almost enraged. And I'm like, what's the issue? And he looked at me and goes, if you're gonna live in America, you gotta speak English. You know, if you go to another country, you're going to be outed out very quickly if you don't speak their native language. I wonder if an American ever goes to another country, do the people in that country get pissed off because Americans are there? Or is America just the only place to where if you're just different from Americans, you're hated? Someone please explain.
Hey, I got a quick PSA.
You ever heard of the Nussy? You know, whenever you go and get a COVID test, they swab your nose cavity. Apparently, people are really, really liking this and getting off to this. So they created the Nussy.
The nose pussy, per se.
Then I see people walking out here with their masks like this. Of course I'm going to ask you to cover up. Because your Nussy is out.
Yeah, your nose pussy? It is out. You look like a whore. Cover up, you slut. Oh, don't be so surprised. I've been called that. And told to cover up because you don't want to look like a whore. Since a young age. So you should be fine hearing this little message. Cover up. No one likes a slut. How much you want to bet the type of guys that want the 1950s housewife archetype are also the type of people that want the segregation laws to come back?
Now from the top, make it drop, that's some wet, and I get a bucket and a mop, that's some wet, I'm talking wop, 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 that's some wet,
See, this is where my problem with the American modern-day school system comes from. It's all ran by the PTA, Parent Teachers Association. It's just a group of middle-aged white Christians making school faculty members teach us the information that they think that we have to know instead of the information that we need to know. This is possibly one of my biggest reasons why I didn't give a flying fuck in school is because I had this feeling that it was just all fake propaganda to make the United States look good to its citizens. This is also possibly the reason why a lot of Americans have like this arrogant patriotism to them. Because in their eyes, America can do no wrong. Someone asked me, why do I support the Black Lives Matter movement? Simple, equality, especially in the lawful setting. After the cops arrested Dylan Roof for killing 9 churchgoers, he felt hungry, so the cops got him Burger King. That's a real situation. Now I'm going to use a very hypothetical, literal hypothetical situation. Let's say a black man goes into a gas station and he steals a pack of gum. You know, if there wasn't people supporting the Black Lives Matter movement or justice and equality for the black community, the American judicial system would put that black man to death. just because they could. That's why I support the Black Lives Matter movement. Here's the story of the first time I ever tried a very hard drug. So I live in Kansas City, Missouri. And when I first moved down here, it was like during the summer before the pandemic really hit. I was just chilling out downtown and I met this really attractive guy. And he was like, hey, you want to go smoke? And I'm like, I'm thinking it's like pot, you know, like marijuana. We go into this, like, very quiet part of a hotel lobby. The guy pulls out a little pipe that looks like this, and then puts little drugs in it that looks like this. You light it up with a lighter, and you smoke it like vapor. This is what I later learned what it was. So after smoking for a little bit, my heart just starts doing this, and I can't stop. It will not calm down. I freak out and run all the way home. It took me 3 hours to fall asleep. Want to know what bothers me to no end? This is a black woman. This is a black man. And you call those two ghetto. Then what the fuck is this? Want to hear another story to where I figured out I was questionably gay? This one's really sad. I went to a private Christian school from kindergarten to 4th grade. The day prior to that school day, I went to a park that has a skating park in it, you know, like for skateboarding and bikes. And I seen this girl with dyed red hair. Kind of like Disney Princess Ariel type color. And I was very swooned by this girl. I got so excited about it. The next day I went to school and we had a church sermon. I was just so happy that I found somebody attractive in my little life. I went up to my pastor and I went, Pastor, I seen this really pretty girl. I want to marry her. My pastor literally looked me up and down and just went, okay. Want to hear another story about the time to where I figured out that I was possibly questionably gay? Okay, here we go. So, I was in Girl Scouts. I was about 7 years old. And we were working on our little workbooks, right? And this lady, I think she was like one of the counselors, I think was what they're called. She's like coming over and helping me. And she's kind of like bent over and she's wearing a really low-cut shirt with a really long necklace that smacks me in the face. And I look over and her cleavage is in my face. Me having no chill as a 7-year-old, I started looking down her shirt until she went like this. She covered her chest, got upset, walks to my mom. She starts yammering to my mom. My mom comes over to me. I thought I'm in trouble, and she comes very close to me and she goes, she starts laughing. She was like, why did you do that? I got a story. Growing up, I had this one cousin who always kept his room clean, always made his bed. His bed looked nice. It looked like one of those showroom beds. He always dressed nice, always did his hair, always smelled nice with the nice-ass cologne, too. And growing up, everybody in my family was just like, oh, he's probably just gay. It's okay. Perfectly fine. We'll hug him and love him the same. Yeah, I have a healthy family. But anyway, come to find out that years later, he's not gay. He had multiple beautiful girlfriends. He had OCD, he was a germaphobe, and he just hated being untidy and unclean. And I turned out to be the gay cousin. 2 years ago, on this exact day, my ex-fiancé gave me this. And it had a promise ring in it. Oh God, I have not seen it in so long. It's because of this person I don't believe in the sanctity of marriage anymore. It's all just social norm bullshit. I want to burn it so bad. He's just a pasty, white, little Christian boy. You may enjoy your new Catholic girlfriend, but does she fuck you good in the ass like I used to? Here's another little thing that kind of bothers me. So I have this coworker, she's about like 15, 16 years old, and taxes still get taken out of her paycheck. Even though she lives under her parents' roof, she's a high school student, full-time high school student, but only works part-time. I think her parents file her under their taxes. So why does the government take taxes out of her even though she's a minor and doesn't file her own taxes? It's been bothering me. Because personally, I pay taxes and I'm a filing single adult, so I can understand that, but it almost feels illegal and capitalistic, but I think I'm like missing something. Can someone help, please?
So we're talking about reoccurring dreams that we had as kids. Okay. I had like so many dreams of this. This was during the basically the school shooter rise back in like mid 2010. You've seen them all over the news happening left and right. And I built up that fear and stress. So here's how my dream goes. I'm in a math class with my best friend. And in comes this dude with a huge ass AK-47. Like, it was unrealistically huge. And for some reason, my dream just had to make it so personal. The shooter points the gun at my best friend. I lost my mind. I was just like, nope, this is my school. You ain't gonna do shit. I de-armed the guy. And then I started hitting the guy with the butt end of the gun with so much bloody force, the security thought I was the shooter. More about my dream home. I said this before and I will say it again. I love this idea. A garage under the house. Basically in this type of style, the interior would be a loft-style home. These types of homes can maximize their space by eliminating the majority of interior walls. I kind of worry about the high ceilings because, you know, middle of August heat mixed with high ceilings. Cooling this place down would be just a lot of money. I'm glad I'm going to solar energy or wind-powered energy, whichever one. Still haven't decided yet. But aren't these ideas just absolutely gorgeous? It's kind of modern, but yet it still works for me. My main problem is that the kitchen is under the loft, which kind of gives me a fire safety hazard. Just put the living room under the loft, and then the rest of the space can be for the kitchen.
More about what I want in my dream home.
We're going energy efficient throughout this whole house, baby.
Whichever one can work best for me. Do your research. That means electric stove, no gas powered for us. And for the water, we're gonna do rainwater harvesting. So for the guests, you're gonna get like a boring old bathroom. While I create my own sink of this beautiful bowl and this waterfall faucet. My water. Speaking of my water, this is another part of my dream bathroom. Master bathroom. Your sink will have a sensor on it, so I can make all of the food I want. But don't worry, we got equality in this house. Every toilet is gonna have a sensor on it too. Don't leave your dookies in my house. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I've been thinking recently, and my brain's on fire. No, that's not it. I've been thinking about, like, my dream home, right? But just buying a straight-up house looks boring, and none of them have the location where I want. So for more creative liberty, Why not I just buy a plot of land practically close to where I want the location to be? And for my house, well, I've heard the thing is that the bigger your house is, the more you'll pay taxes on it. So these small, tiny houses will be perfect. But what type of style? This 3-story one looks kind of cool. Enough room, space. But this one has a built-in car garage. Here's the plans. Looks interesting. And here's the plans for that 3-story. Never mind, I found my perfect house.
Yeah, people are dead and they're not going to be prosecuted for it, so you might as well tell it. Do some illegal shit. Like a Honda Civic, Honda Civics. And then
Said she tired of money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's selling money, talking need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. 100 deep when I roll like the army. Get more bottles, these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like.
We all know growing up broke. We seen the company Best Choice and Always Save at the grocery store. In all honesty, growing up, this food was delicious to where I'm now just immune to cheap processed foods. There were some times to where my parents would have a little money extra to splurge on. Here's some foods I'd rather have on brand. So, you see the little Always Save nacho cheese tortilla chips? Don't get me those. Please give me the original Doritos. If you know, you know. The mac and cheese with the creamy cheese. Because if you get me the mac and cheese with the powder, it's going to trigger my fight or flight response. Do not get me that off-brand ranch. Get me Hidden Valley or Kraft. I will commit arson if you get me $1 Always Save ranch. Hashtag growing up spoiled.
Things that happen to me but nobody believes me, part 2. So one day in my senior year of high school, I just felt like complete shit and I could not keep my eyes open for more than 10 seconds. My teacher noticed this and just told me just to go straight to the nurse's office. Once I got there, I told the nurse what was going on and she can see in my face that I was just not there mentally. But she still examined me and she eventually said, and then very rudely she said, "I think you're faking it." I was thinking to myself, you fucking bitch, have you ever felt like shit? Who gave you your degree in medicine? Whoever gave you that, get them fired. But the only thing I could mutter out was, So then my parents came and I developed this. Because of this, evolving into this. Alright, so now I'm heated to the max right now. This guy says that 18-year-olds are too young and dumb to go to college because they can't handle debt without holding their mommy's hand, can't break out a car loan without daddy's money. He got his degree because he was in the military and they paid it all for him. Good for fucking you. The only thing that was handed to me was the money to actually go to college. And for that, I would like to say a huge giant thank you to my mom, dad, and grandma for combining that whenever I was a toddler. Besides the point, I moved out on my own whenever I was 18 years old, went to college at 19, now I'm 20, I have a job, I have a car, I'm supporting myself, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. He's one of the few that's brainwashing people to think that people under 21 aren't human. I am so happy right now. Oh my god. It works. It works. It fucking works. These codes work. Let me just explain what just happened.
So basically, my school, each year, I've been there for about like 2 years, on accident, COVID. So each year it goes through like this cycle to where if you have student loans, they give back money. And each time, you can use that money to pay off your student loans. And and this time, that's what I used it for. Guess how much I owe on my student loans? $7 to my account. And then I just checked my bank account, and my income taxes just came back in. I have $2,800 in my bank account. I am happy. Please remember to use with good intention. Having X's, like the little creases on both of your hands, is 3% in people. It's such a rare phenomenon that they're actually doing studies on people, and they say that you have the best of luck if you have X's on both your hands. I'm going to mark every single one of them and show you. That is a lot, and I'm probably missing a few. And here's the other hand, probably a lot more that I'm missing, but as you can see here, an H and an M I found right next to each other. Quite a few of these overlap, but witches of TikTok, what does the H and M mean? Because why do I have so many on both hands? So weird. This one's my dominant hand, my right one.
I go into the hospital in liver failure and learn the hard way that it is completely fucking legal for a hospital, a nurse, a doctor to discriminate against you because you're gay.
If this keeps happening, the LGBTQ plus and many of its members are going to start dropping like flies. I'm pretty sure this is going to be considered another mass genocide that the American people and political parties voted for. I don't want to be American no more, man. I've officially lost all hope. I hope the person, whoever makes this video, gets the correct medical care that they need. I'm so sorry this happened to you. This is not home. Here's some things you would not catch me doing if I was a millionaire. Buying really expensive cars. See, my broke ass is already like used to buying really cheap cars. My most expensive car personally was $5,000, so this is beyond me. Next is a house. 5.6 million is already enough, but you got more bath than there is bed. Already a high water bill, and you're just throwing in 5.6 million. And plus, who needs this big of a space when, personally, I really don't want to get married nor have children. Next is designer brands. If you're gonna make me spend $200 on some socks, just feed me to the hogs. I'd rather be spending my riches on buying more companies.
Do they think it'll fall?
My aunt told me this story like about a few years ago. Basically, my older cousin, he was sick one day as a kid. And at this time, he did not want mom to touch him. He was becoming like independent and all this stuff. So he ripped the vapor rub right out of her hands and just rubbed his own chest. And she was just like, whatever. And then they all went to bed. It was about like 3 o'clock in the morning, and my aunt just hears this blood-curdling scream coming from his room, and she pieced 2 and 2 together, and she's just like, he's been sleeping like that. Uh-oh. Don't put vapor rub on your groin. It's uncomfortable.
Does anybody seatbelt just to shut the beeping up?
Actually, it's different because when I was first learning how to drive, my mom didn't think it was mandatory to have one on. So I learned to drive without one, and I was just so nervous, and I just felt very uneasy, right? And then I finally put the seatbelt on, and I felt such a personal sense of security. And it really helped me drive better, and my mom thinks I'm weird because she doesn't like being held down, but I do. And did you know that once I put this on, cops stopped stopping me? But yeah, the beeping is the thing that's annoying.
Tell me about the time that you went to a sleepover as a child and something happened that instantly made you ready to go home.
Whenever I was about like 12 years old, I had a friend stay at my house. And we told her to bring her own pillows, but she only brought one. So here it is, 11 o'clock at night, and she's just like, I'm uncomfortable. I need more pillows or I'm going to get a nosebleed. And she literally just steals my pillow right under my head. Both of my pillows. I had two. I was so upset and angry that I wanted to fight this girl. But me being a shy little pacifist at the time, I just ran away crying to my mom's room and slept in her room for the entire night. I was crying and telling my mom I never want her to stay again. Yeah, that girl was just so melodramatic about everything, and yeah, she's just not in my life no more. I'm happy about it though. She's a bitch. Due to not really understanding social interaction, this is how day-to-day people look to me. In honesty, it's not really a bad thing. I find everyone uniquely beautiful, even the ones I don't understand.
I've been picked on 3 times today. Oh, because of my trousers.
What's wrong with your trousers?
Look at the fucking size of them.
So, my school is done, and look at all these good grades. I got all 4s. I'm doing well. So it says Bud Light, St. Louis born, world famous. Wait, was Bud Light made in Missouri? Yep. 1852. Pretty cool. Okay, so me and my friend went to Olive Garden. These breadsticks are so good, but they're so shiny. It looks like got lubricant on it. And then I just dipped it in my soup with a bunch of cheese, my salad, and the full tomato. I just love it with a bunch of onions. And there's our entree, I forgot what it's called. It was so good. Pretty good. I swear, it just makes my pansexual ass go crazy just to see these other girls versus me memes. But then people decide to redraw them as lesbian lovers. I am so obsessed with these.
Here's another thing that bothers me to no end. Due to careless driving, people get into car accidents like a lot, and it can be so much money in damages due to other people's carelessness or maybe your own carelessness. Why would you make just monthly payments on a car? You're already paying so much money to have this vehicle, and you might crash to some bitch. What is the sense in that? So I'm here at my hometown cleaning my room because, I need to move back in. It's just a big mess. This don't even have a light bulb in it. Anyway, so, reorganizing my closet, and I found something that just reminded me so much of childhood. I'm embarrassed. I'm glad I evolved, because this is not acceptable. Even for me, I'll admit, I don't... What was I doing? I never known what the fuck was going on, so supporting something that I do not now not believe in, I feel scared. Like, what was I thinking?
Okay, but why are all the girls with dark arm hair naturally pretty? Okay, but why are all the girls with dark arm hair naturally pretty?
Okay, so my friend found these edibles at a convenience store, and yeah, I took them, and yeah, I took 4 of them. 80 milliliters of CBD. Right here I have extreme cotton mouth, even though my tongue looks wet. Every muscle in my body feels very heavy. Oh, I'm kind of feeling cute. There we go. I wanted to get rid of it so bad, and I got some water, but it didn't work, and I started panicking. Here's me a couple hours later in the hospital. I just kept falling in and out of sleep. That's all you need. I swear, these drugs just make you look like just a big jackass. I'm still wearing off from the side effects. And here's me safely at home. It's time to go to sleep. I went through too much. Okay, so making my most previous video, you can tell I wasn't straight. You can tell I wasn't the I'm ready to kiss boys type of girl, right? A lot of these pictures I did find on my mom's Facebook, so that kind of says a little bit. I was trying to be feminine. This is the only pink shirt I remember. Wait, whatever happened in that necklace? See, I was a stone lesbian before they were even a fucking thing. When your mom want you to take a picture for her Facebook. Like, this is mom forcing you into a dress, but no, I actually wanted to wear the dress. This is the worst one I found. I'm a tutu lesbian. You can possibly also tell within these pictures, I grew up Republican. 4th of July, 2016. No mask, no drama, no mess. My mom paid $50 from this lady to do this to my hair. So back whenever I was a kid, we used to live in this old-ass house that was like 100 years old. It was just me, my mom, and dad. And there was like these crickets. Like, I remember them. They had a weird tail. Oh my god, I found them. They're called caramel crickets. My dad would literally pick these up and threw them at me as a kid because I would scream at the top of my lungs because I just found these little creatures so creepy. Why did my dad throw them at me? I was only a child.
Hi, I'm Paris Hilton, and I'm here to tell you why the early 2000s were the hottest years in fashion history.
Okay, so growing up, my mom was a big horror movie fanatic. She still is. And me being the little scaredy cat, I grew accustomed to liking comedy. Because it all started with this show, America's Funniest Home Videos. I think this show is the main reason why I'm addicted to YouTube. As I grew older, Saturday Night Live became my new favorite. It's kind of funny because I knew Pete Davidson before Ariana Grande did. I also really started to get into like comedy shows from really amazing comedians. My Republican ass really just enjoyed this as a kid. I got my mom into it, and this is mine and her favorite show. I remember my mom stating that one of my favorite actors were Jim Carrey movies and Adam Sandler movies, very early 2000s. Now I feel like I absorbed all that knowledge of comedy and I'm just a big clown and that's all of the personality I know. So back in high school, I used to make memes. And I found one of the old ones in my Google Drive. That's not Lil Uzi Vert. That's Lil Yachty. I have the Karen haircut. I think I was about 15 in this picture. I've always wanted clout goggles, but these circular ones that I'm wearing in the picture I think were the closest I can find. This outfit kind of banging though. Oh my god, what is going on here? What is with the haircut? I hate it. There's so much wrong. I'm so sorry that this had to happen to you. A final look at it.
I stepped on it, the ice. Got some bashram, but the spice. Ай, on the back is price. Стоп, он опять считает про такой он пиздат.
Somebody once said your mind is an enigma. Enigma my balls.
What was the biggest lie that your mother told you as a child?
If you work hard enough at your job, you can accomplish like anything you want in life. I feel like I'm stuck in the 9 to 5 rather than achieving my goals.
Story time. I woke up from a nap and I had these lines on my arm. Convo with my mom. What is on your arm? I was napping. Are you self-harming? What? I love you, please don't do this to yourself. You are going to accomplish great things in this world. I love you to Mom.
So, I was trying to figure out what brain freeze actually is. I figured it out. And here's the technical name for it. I've been here for mad long on Google Translate trying to figure out how to say it.
Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
Spangletonia ganglia.
Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
Spangladine panaging ganglia. A brain freeze would be better than Spanaking ganglialgia.
Together, we will make America great again.
Is this what you meant?
China lady. We don't, you know what? You give these people a bad name here. We hate you people. Go back where you belong. Fuck you. Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, my phone. Okay,
Bon dia, Jim Chang Chong. Ping Pong. What's your name? What's the name of
The only thing that you changed about the United States is that people are more openly racist. Almost to like a very violent matter. This scares me in all honesty. I reside in Kansas City, Missouri, that has so much racism and prejudice embedded in its citizens. And it's not the only issue I have with the city. I have another one. Pollution. It's a wide world spread problem. It's also another way that shows how humans treat the world around them. Pollution and racism are pretty much the same. If we don't fix this quick, where's this world gonna go? So with the Black Lives Matter riots back in 2020, people got maced, tear gassed, rubber bullets, even police barricades, just trying to fight for equality for the black community. But yet when those people stormed the Capitol, there was no repercussions. Basically where this issue whole started, between me and this other user, I was on the wrong side of TikTok, and I provoked him. But I think I found a little something. Call me dumbass trying to justify your actions. It really shows your true colors. Trust me, bro. I'm from a white, conservative, Republican, Christian hometown. I already know a hateful person when I see one. And all the little Trumpies that you find here on this app, that's pretty much what my hometown looks like. Not understanding that what they think and what they say, that doesn't have an effect on other people? Oh, but it just benefits you, right? It's not safe. It is not safe at all. And in all honesty, I'm not speaking just to you. It's a lot of people out there. Do people of color bother your little white bread world? If so, why? I've also seen so many instances where there'll be a black family having a barbecue in the park, and a white person has to call the cops on them. Start thinking. Look, I'm trying not to pick on you, but you just keep giving me more and more options too. This video right here that you commented on, I was making like this little joke / point saying that Trump, he said that he's going to make America great again, but the only visible change that he did was make racism much more prevalent in the United States. And no, I do not believe that Biden can fix everything, because this little stunt right here that you're trying to pull is just proving that a lot of this racism thing is just pick and choose, very collective, within certain specific groups of people, especially like yourself. Let's just agree, Mason, that we have different ideas, different beliefs. But apparently for modern Americans, it's just too much to handle. I'm trying to figure out these political issues just as much as you are. My question is, why are you so mad, bro? I'm a massage therapy student. Here's some things that would be really great to help me during my career. A tax write-off. No, but seriously, being a massage therapist is really physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually draining. So this would help out a lot. But the problem is, this thing for $10, I don't know how long it's going to last. But it's really good for the price, because if you find one on Amazon, they're $400. Essential oils. Of course, you can use them, as long as you nor your client has an allergic reaction to it. That would be a disaster. Educate yourself before using them. I actually have an issue with this one. Hot Stone Massage Kit. If you have not taken a hot stone massage, do not get this, because this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. I struggled so hard in Hot Stone. Why are they selling this to people? I was a spoiled brat as a kid, and my parents were struggling. Here's a story. So, a little background. This is American Girl. It is a very, very, very expensive doll company here in the United States. Back when I was a kid, yes, my parents did get me a doll. And a few accessories that they found, like at a second-hand shop, one day when I was like 9 years old, I seen this, the American Girl doll hair salon in my small town Dollar General. It was for $12 at the time, $12.99 for it at the Dollar General. But if you would have gone to American Girl, they would have cost $35. Of course, I begged and pleaded with my mom, just like, I will go home and clean whatever you want. And she told me, no, we don't have the money at this time, maybe next time. I threw a fit as a kid, but now I just like, damn. Words I can't pronounce. First up is Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I swear. Look how they spell it. Worcestershire. Next one is asthma. Asthma. I have a lisp, so it's really hard for me to say it. Asthma. Asthma. But for some messed up reason, life is letting me say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It makes no sense. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Worcestershire sauce. Asthma.
Congratulations, you just won the Mega Millions. What are you going to do with all the money?
I have no idea where I'm going with this, but I think time travel actually does exist. You know, like in science fiction, they say what you can do in the past can alter the future? Is that how we get the Mandela effect?
This shit busted.
Due to the COVID, a bunch of food drives were giving like food that you would find in public schools. I got a bunch of milks. They were expired as fuck. And a bunch of these pizzas. It's doughy, but for weird reason, it's delicious. Makes me want to cry. Due to the fact that it gives so much nostalgia, pain, and remorse all to the experience. Nope. Not pay taxes on this shit. For what? What? The idea of flying cars is really cool, but since people don't know how to drive, like on land, what makes you think it would be a good idea to put some idiots in the air? Someone told me that if you name your pet like after another animal, like if you name your dog, you're just unoriginal. This is my dog. Her name is Bear. Want to know what her original name was? Yes, her name originally was Gummy Bear. My mom was just like, okay, so now you have her as your own little puppy. Please pick it, Gummy or Bear. Bear. She looks like a bear. And every time I say her name, she wags her little tail like she knows that was a stupid name for a dog.
Stand up against bullying. Last Friday, Riley Garrigus walked into this high school for the...
That's my high school. It's known as the suicide school in Missouri. Back in 2017. Multiple suicides have been happening at my school. Whenever I was just entering in junior year. 3 of them happened. She was the very last one. It hits close to home because she was graduated with us. With my graduating class. It's sad because I recognized a few of these people. Seeing your school on the news is an out-of-body experience I hope no one ever learns.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Man, I hate living in my yee-ass state. Y'all be catching fish but won't eat my puss. What's wrong, Bradley? I thought a little fish didn't bother you.
Don't touch my truck.
Cyberpunk 2077 features customizable genitals. That's interesting. If you create a female, does her vagina become the male masturbator 3000?
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
I have this little bump at the back of my head from whenever I got stuck as a baby trying to come out my mom. And every time I rediscover it, I'm like, yo, there's a bump in the back of my head!
Oh boy.
Hello, Knuckles. You have a lot of nerve coming in here.
You have a lot of nerve being alive.
Tell me what your birthday is without telling me what your birthday is. I'll go first.